Hello, welcome to Try Animes. This is another week anime review week one up. This is going to be from the 11th of April. I missed the Monday, unfortunately, which would have been the 10th, up to the this will be 17th, yeah, which is the Monday. Just got a few 2 days ago. So we shall start. So we've got a Freeing Bunny, Beastyle Shinobi Master Senran Kagura, New Link Yumi Bear Leg version. Quarter scale, 27,500 yen. Quite glad that the Bear Leg ones have a good discount, at least, which makes them appealing to people who aren't going to pay for the tax, for the tight tax for the fishnets, unfortunately. But this is the way the price is going up, so we'll just have to see how it goes. It's a nice figure. I think I actually quite like the bare leg version over the tight version, but we'll just have to see how it is when it comes out. That's coming out in November 2023. Girls Frontline Sumo Midsummer Pixie Damage version. This is they've done a few of these Girls Frontline figures, and this is just another one of those damaged ones, which looks fine. I think the other ones had better bases. This one's a bit simple with it being on a sort of clear base or non-base actually. So it comes with a round circle base. This is by Pony Canyon. Not heard of the manufacturer, so I don't know what the quality is going to be like. The shading on the shirt looks quite good, and the weapon. So I think the paint job's going to be good. Overall, it's whether you like the Girls Frontline series and whether it's a figure you would want. Whether you have similar beach style figures like swimwear figures in your collection, then it might be worth adding to it, especially if you like the Girls Frontline series. And that's coming out in December. It's not too bad. A couple of Nendroids, Hololive ones, Yukihina Lamy and Shishiro Botan. I think they suit the characters of the Hololive series that they are representing, and it looks like they included a picture of the base that you'll be getting. So you'll be getting this base, which has their name on it. Nendroids are good prize figures to get obviously into figure collecting. I'm not much of an Nendroid person for keeping hold of all the attachments, but they're good for if you want something on your desk and it's a character that you like. I don't follow the Hololive series. Or any of the Hololive cast at all, I'm afraid. So I don't know these two avatars that I used, but they look quite good overall, and it's good smell, so they're going to be good quality, and the pricing's pretty good in them for 5,700 yen. So that's good. Some more Nendroids. Katie Cole, Konosuba, God Blessing of the Wonderful World. So it's Aqua with a water effect. This is for 21,000 yen. I actually don't think it's worth that price because the base is, well, this plastic fan style base is a bit crap. The water effect's not too bad, and I think her hair shading is really good. Her outfits, I think there's not enough shading, or it's just thoughts that maybe that's intended. It's just bold, matte colours for it. There's a bit of shading on this, there is, but there's not loads. It's quite a good looking figure. It's not a bad Aqua figure, but I think it's just this fan style base ruins it. It draws your eye straight to the base and away from the figure. So I don't know what they could have done actually to do something better than that. I think the price, if it was a different base, it might be worth the price. Like if they had more going on for it, but unfortunately, there are other figures that have done water effect style bases like this in this position, in this pose, much better. And that's coming out in December 2023. Kidakal Konosuba, God's Blessing Wonderful World. This is of Megumin. Yep. 30th anniversary. This is quite like this anime actually. So this figure, it's another one of those more matted colours with a reasonable amount of shading. It's a bit simple, but like there's a lot of Megumin figures out there. So if you just want a simple one for an okay price, 21,700 yen, I think it's fine. Although it depends on whether you prefer more dynamic figures. Obviously, Aqua is quite dynamic, but as I said, the base is ruins it for me overall. And I guess the support arm would ruin it, but you sort of need it for the hat, unfortunately, with this pose that she's doing. It's not bad overall though. I think they're both fine figures. I don't think their price might not warrant it. But if they've done a really good final version of the paint job, then it might be worth it. They're not overly expensive. They're just, you would expect more. So, but these pictures look pretty good overall. It's just whether they can keep the paint job that level. SSSS Dynamism Mujina complete figure. Not watched the series, but it does look like it copies her anime counterpart perfectly. So it looks quite good overall. 18,800 yen. Union Creative. They do good work. The gold looks really good actually. It seems like it's proper after they're using metallic paint, and I think the gold looks really good. Well, so that's the paint job. I think it's gonna be good, and the gold with the white and the purple is really nice. It's definitely a good looking figure. February 2024. House of Sand Shikura 1/12 and House of Sand Sayori, two model action figures, 13,000, 12,000 yen. Pretty good overall. I'm not into action figures, but if you want to be able to pose these figures, they'd be quite good overall. SSS Gridman Rika Takara 1/7 by Fat Company, coming out in October 2023 for 14,000 yen. If you enjoy this character, it's quite good. The price is very nice. I think that's the main thing that's gonna get people, is the price for this. It is a simple figure, but for the price, you can't expect there to be loads, unfortunately. Another B-style Tokagugu no Railgun Buku Satan bunny version, quarter scale, bog standard bunny figure in a bog standard pose by Freeing. If you like Railgun, then it's probably worth getting them. But I think there's other figures. 38,100 yen is expensive though for such a simple figure. So for such a simple bunny figure, really. So unfortunately, I wouldn't be purchasing it. Kiriko Oshi no Ko. I need to watch this. My friends actually recommended me to watch this. There's a 90-minute episode of it, and apparently it's really good. The figure looks really good. Loving all the bright colours. The paint job looks really good. I'm not into sort of idol musicians, so I'm not really much of a Hatsune Miku fan. But this looks really good. I do like the hair shading as well, with the pink and purple highlights from the blacks. And the base is different. At least it's not too off-putting. There's quite a good base design. This is by Kalakawa, and November 2023. That's definitely one to get if you like it. I have to see how after I watch it, if it'll catch me, like I've heard people are saying. Maids Azoku Shinobu Oshino 1/7 scale. I think this had an image update. I don't know what changed. I'm guessing there was some reports or maybe some blemishes somewhere. So looks like quite good go by Miyuki. Not heard the brand. 22,000 yen. If you want a maid with a big sword and a chain, then definitely worth getting. Bonnie Illustrations Hitoyu-chan complete figure. This looks quite good actually overall. Very Final Fantasy-esque vibes, with a big sword and obviously having a waifu essentially in front of the sword. I'm not familiar with the series, but it's by Union Creative. So the paint job should be really good. 23,400 yen. With this base, the base looks really good. I like the greens, I like the paving, I like the skull. I like everything on this, so I think for the price it's really worth it compared to some of the other figures earlier which had plain bases for 21,000 yen. So this I would say is definitely worth it getting. So this is one to keep an eye out for. Angel Next Door Spoils Be Rotten, Mahiro Shina, Little Devil version. Not seen the series. For sale in South Korea. Okay. Shibuya Scramble, 26,800 yen. This is a interesting figure. It's at least it's not on the floor. It's got at least a bed style base, and not just sitting down. So that makes it a bit more interesting. The Angry Bear is quite cute as well, actually. if you like nightwear figures or the waifus in nightwear, then I will have that as part of your collection. Then it's probably worth getting. And I think the price is not too bad, maybe a little bit high. Hopefully, there'll be a bit of a discount at some point. God's Blessing of This Wonderful World, Megumin, the Black Rose dress version. This is the more sort of thing I would expect when you're spending this sort of price, 31,900 yen. And you get a very much more dynamic figure when you're considering it's about 10,000 yen more than the other one, and the base looks amazing. Definitely up Megumin's alley. The patterning on the dress, on the art, this sleeve cape thing looks really good. You have the kitten, the effect parts look amazing. It's by Furyu. The problem is Furyu if they make too many of them, the price could go down quite a bit. So it's a bit of a gamble if you want to get this. I would say get it if you really love it, and at least then you're guaranteed to get it. But if I'm not a big huge fan, so I might wait for it to actually come out in May 2024 and see if there's any available, maybe at a slight discount, which is just not what normally happens with Furyu. Unfortunately, is they produce far too many of them. Princess Connect Redive Ilya. I've not watched the latest season, so I'm actually not familiar with this figure. 37,400 yen. This is a very... I think you're buying it for her, if you like her. There's a lot going on, a lot of detailing on her armour and on her outfit. And obviously the base looks really good. I think this is a good step up. I think the price is still... It's by Wing, but I think the price is still a little bit too high, considering that's basically a freeing figure for 1/7, but it is a very nice looking figure. So the paint, and I think if you love this aesthetic, this red, white, silvers, and the base does it for you, then definitely get it. It's a very nice looking figure, I think, especially if you have a Princess Connect Redive collection of figures already of the other characters, then this could be a good centerpiece. This would probably be a main centerpiece, to be honest. Guilty Gear Strive on the 7th scale, Spirit Tail, 24,970 yen. I think there's a lot of people that have played Guilty Gear and are going to get all the Guilty Gear characters. So if you're one of those, definitely get it. It is by Spirit Tail, November 2023. The figure looks great overall. The art style's spot on. The paint looks amazing. The shading on the jacket looks great. I think there's no complaints there, really. It looks like a very good Guilty Gear figure of Bridget. So definitely worth getting if you're if you love the Guilty Gear series. Kokuma-chan Banman Yumi, 1/6 scale, charm, 23,980 yen. This is a succubus figure, which is not safe for work. It's cast off. Possibly worth getting if you're big into your succubus / Skullgirl themed figures and you want something with a desk. There's a couple of other figures that are like that have been out over the years. So if you've got a couple of those, then you might want one to add to your collection. Depends on the theme you're going for. Price is probably okay, especially for a big cast off. I think the price reflects that. So it's a pretty good figure overall. Keidako Shakugan no Shana 20th anniversary. You're buying this if you like the series, and the kimono looks really good. It's definitely one of the slightly better kimonos, and it complements her hair and that lot. It's not as if you've got opposite colours, so it definitely fits it, and especially if you like autumn. It's very much like an autumn themed figure. So with all the the reds and the oranges, it looks great for the figure, and that's by Kadokawa, 24,750 yen. Azulane Illustrious Muse. This was an image update, if I remember correctly. So I think they've updated the image on this. I don't know what they've changed, but it's an Azulane figure. You're buying it for reasons, especially if you just like them. That's why I buy. I don't play the game. But if I like the character and I just like the aesthetic, the design, then I will buy it. So, yep, for 41,100 yen, that's probably not worth it. I don't think, unfortunately. You're buying it because it's got the obviously the runway that goes all the way around it. But yeah, I don't think it's really worth the blue there. It looks good overall, but not worth that price. I wouldn't pay that. 20 Over the Moon for you. Tsukasa Yuzariki. Shiramuki 1/7 scale by Furyu, 32,000 yen. Oh my god, Furyu, what are you doing? This is another one of those figures by Furyu that's just too expensive. Yes, but yeah, unfortunately, there's other figures that are look better paint job, and have more going for them for the less. Unfortunately, as it's the price throws you off too much. I expect this to tank quite a lot. Unfortunately, probably down to 24,000 yen on release, or in the aftermarket, I reckon. 2 Love Live School Idol Festival. This one is Yoshiku Tsuzumaki and Yu Watanabe. These look quite good actually overall. Definitely if you're into your Idol series or you've got Idol figures, then this is they look really good. These are by Alta, so the paint job's going to be really good, and the price is really good, 23,800 yen for an Alta figure. So I think for the quality, really good price. If you've got Idol figures already in your collection, or you're doing an Idol figure themed collection, then getting one or both of these would be really good for you. And this is slightly more expensive, 26,900 yen, but still looks really good. Paint job looks amazing. I don't think there's going to be any problems. I love the design. Yeah, they're basically perfect really for the price as well. You can't moan. Not up my eye, but if these are the sort of figures you want in your collection, then yeah, definitely get them. That rounds up the Samyami weekly review pre-order roundup. I shall catch you in the next video, and please leave feedback for any improvements.